Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Mental Health Diaries. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a while. I'm back live again. Sorry it's been so long. My mental health has been up and down, but I'm back live again. It's amazing to be live and amazing to talk to you all again about mental health and about how important the subject is. My Christmas tree behind me is Christmas next week. So only positive moods, only positive vibes, and the Mental Health Diaries is back live. And it's a great feeling to be live again. I did miss it because I did it for a year straight every week, but I took a break because of my mental health, and now I'm back. Now I'm available to talk to you all again, answer any questions you have about mental health, any questions you have about my mental health and what I'm going through, and what I experience. But also to challenge the discrimination and to challenge the stigmas that still surround mental health here in the UK and across the world. So first of all, let's talk about that mental health stigma. The stigma still exists because I think there's not an understanding. Not everyone fully understands how important mental health is. Not everyone fully understands how important mental health should be. And it's very challenging to change someone's mindset if their mindset is fixed and it's not able to grow. If you have that fixed mindset, you're unable to change, you're unable to adapt. But if you adopt a growth mindset, you're able to listen to different opinions, listen to different views, and take those on board and make your own decisions. But generally, discrimination and stigma is caused by uneducated people who don't want to admit that mental health is real and can have real impact. And it can have devastating effects on many people's lives. One in four people now in the UK suffer with mental health. 1 in 4 people. That's huge. Those numbers are rising and rising and rising. They're not getting any better. They're getting worse. 1 in 4 people, like I said, now suffer with mental health issues. And that's a massive challenge for the UK and a massive challenge for the world to try and get these numbers down. We're still losing too many men to suicide every year. Over 700,000 men commit suicide every year. That's just shocking news, and it needs to stop. We need to come together. We need to raise awareness together, and we need to challenge these discriminations and challenge these stigmas together. Because it's pointless one person just shouting from the rooftops if he hasn't got any support. The only way we can change this, and the only way we can grow this narrative that mental health is the most important thing, is by unifying and being together. Because I think together you're stronger, and together your voice will be louder. There's many discriminations against mental health. I still listen to many different podcasts. I watch lots of podcasts on YouTube, and I listen, and you get a lot of influential people saying, depressed people just continuously moan about depression, and everyone has depression, and it's just a mindset. They should be able to control that. They need to get over that. They need to fix their mind. It's not as easy as that. It's like having a broken leg. It doesn't just heal overnight. When your mind is broken, it's broken. Just like any other bone in your body, it takes time to heal. You can't just accept that you're feeling down. It consumes you. It's like a blanket. If you took feelings like anxiety, depression, self-harm, suicidal ideology, and like social anxiety, and put it all on a blanket and then chuck that over your head, that's what mental health problems feel like. It feels like you're smothered and you're stuck, because being trapped inside your own head is the scariest place to be. And that's where I am, and that's where a lot of people are in the UK, and that's where a lot of people are across the world. They're trapped inside their own head and they can't get out. They need time to heal, but they also need time to be able to talk about their feelings and not be judged for that, and not be ridiculed for that, and not be quietened or minimized. Their feelings need to be validated. They need to be heard, because talking can alleviate so many things. um, along with the professional support that you need, and the people around you. Of course, you need that. And if you're struggling, you need to reach out and ask for help. You do have to be sometimes self-accountable. You do have to have that form of self-accountability where it's on you to go out and get the help, to go out and request the help, to go out and ask for support. That's on you. No one else can do that for you. You have to find the courage within to say, I'm struggling and I need help. And if you followed my story for the nearly 2 years that I've been on YouTube now, you'll know that I had a mental health breakdown in February 2022, and that was because I just hid everything away from everyone. I hid everything away from the world, and I hid everything away from my family. And it got to a point where my body said, fuck you. You need to stop. You need to fix these problems. You need to address these issues, and you need to work on your mind, because the mind is the most powerful thing that you have. And if it's working against you, you're fucked. Your mind needs to be nurtured just like any other part of your body, and it needs time to heal. And the more we can raise awareness about that, the more people we can educate about that, the more people that can join in the message and raise mental health awareness, the better. Not just for me, but for everyone who suffers with mental health, and for everyone who might suffer with mental health in the future. They need to know that there's people out there, that there are channels out there, there are support networks out there that won't minimize your feelings. There are people out there who will listen to your story, because just because you feel unimportant, just because you feel like no one knows who you are, it doesn't mean your story don't matter. Every story matters, and your story matters because it's yours. And no one else can experience what you're going through, because it's your journey. It's your walk through life. And life was never, ever meant to be easy. Never meant to be easy. And whoever told you life is easy and life is about happiness is lying. Because life is about experiencing every emotion that the human brain can make you feel. And growing from that and learning from that. And having that mindset that's about growth, that opens up your mind to help, opens up your mind to support, and opens up your mind to positivity. Challenge the stigmas if you see them. Challenge these stigmas. Challenge the discrimination against people with mental health. Challenge these people who think that they can just tell people to get over it, or you're just having a bad day. Do you know how much harm you're doing? Do you know how much harm that is doing to someone? Be more empathetic. Listen to people. Be kind. And if you can choose to be anything you want in this world, if we have that right to choose to be anything, why ain't we choosing to be kind? Why are we choosing to be negative? Why are we choosing to bring someone down? Why are we choosing to minimize how someone's feeling, to make yourself feel better? Surely you need to look internally and find out what's wrong with you, if that's what you're waking up every day to do. You have to have some self-accountability. And I am where I am, and I'm going through complex PTSD, clinical depression and anxiety because of I neglected myself. I did this to myself. I admit that. But I also found the courage to ask for help. And in my time of need, I reached out. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here today talking to you. I wouldn't be here today trying to champion mental health. I wouldn't be here today trying to raise awareness. And I wouldn't be here today to break the stigma and break the silence on mental health. I'm not ashamed to say that I struggle with mental health problems. And those people who say, it's all in your mind, you can get over it. It's not real. It's just a state of mind. Depression isn't real. Mental health isn't real. Mental health is as real as your physical health, and it can do just as much damage or more than physical health. Your mind is the scariest place to be trapped. And if you're trapped in there like I am, those people that don't believe in it will never really know what that feels like. You're claustrophobic inside your own head, and that's a scary place to be. And unfortunately for me, it's up and down, and I'm on my journey to recovery. I'm undergoing counselling. I'm paying for that for myself because the NHS waiting lists are so long. I'm invested in my mental health. I'm regularly seeing my GP. I have a routine now that I do. That keeps me grounded. That keeps me able to manage my mental health in a better way. I do have bad days, and I still have really bad days where I self-harm, and the flashbacks and the PTSD and the dreams leave me feeling in a state of shock and fear, because it feels like that I'm reliving these things every single day. But the challenge is for me to just get through the day, taking one day at a time. That's massively important. Take one day at a time. You don't have to take the staircase to recovery. Just take the first step, and then we'll see about the next step tomorrow. One day at a time, one challenge at a time. Put one foot in front of the other and keep moving forward. No matter what happens, life is 10% of what happens to you, but 90% of how you react to it. So bad things and challenging times are gonna happen. They're gonna happen. But it's how you react to that, how you choose to react to that. Are you going to let it beat you down, or are you going to reach out and ask for help and support and challenge these stigmas and challenge this discrimination and say, with support, I can beat this. With support, I can get to where I want to be. And with support, I can be the person I want to be. Because too many times in today's day and age, people try to be someone who the world wants them to be. They try to be someone who society wants them to be. Be the person who you want to be, not the person the world wants you to be. Be true to yourself. And it's a source of strength asking for help. It's a source of courage. And it's a sign that you recognize that you need help. You recognize that your needs are not being met, and you need to challenge that, and you're asking for help. And you need to challenge the fact that you as a person are not meeting or haven't had your needs met. So you recognize that you need help. And when you ask for it, it's such a weight lifting off your shoulders when you have that support network, when you have a counselor, when you have a close family, when you have close friends. But communication is a powerful thing. And if YouTube has done anything for me, it's given me the opportunity to get out of my head. Whatever is going around in here, I'm able to come on YouTube and talk about it. Whether that's successful or not, whether I get viewed or not, whether my videos are successful or not, it's part of my therapy. Me being able to communicate about mental health helps me. So me going live or me creating a video about mental health helps me get through my mental health journey. It's a part of my journey now, along with my counselling, along with the medication, along with the things that I do and the structure that I have. YouTube has become part of my recovery, and it can be a part of yours too, if you just find your voice. Because your voice, no matter how small you think it might be, matters. So challenge those discriminations if you see it. Challenge the negative vibes and challenge the negative discrimination if you see it surrounding mental health. Because life's too short to not challenge things. Life's too short to not fight for what you believe in, and life's too short to not stand up for what you believe in. Life's too short for any of that. And you can change things. You may not think that you can, but just by doing a video on mental health and talking about it, you're helping someone out there. You're changing someone's day. If you see people without smiles, give them one of yours. Find a reason. Doesn't matter what reason it is, just find a reason every day to smile. There must be something that you can find a reason to smile about. Find it and do that every day. Find a reason to smile. Happiness is a choice. Choose to be happy and choose to invest in yourself. Choose to get yourself help because you deserve it. And it's a show of strength that you're asking for someone to help you. Takes courage, immense courage. And to anyone that tells you any different, just ignore it. Because this is your journey, it's not theirs. This is your life, it's not theirs. This is your life, your feelings, your mind. If you feel like you need support, then you go and get that support. Because if that's what your mind and heart is telling you what to do, that's truth. And as long as you're true to yourself and true to what your needs are, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. Everyone else's opinions just become noise. You do what makes you content in here and in here, and you won't go far wrong. Because by putting yourself first for once, you will improve your life. You will improve your outlook and you will improve your mindset. Because if you're not well physically and mentally, how can you look after your loved ones anyway and your family members and your friends? If you're not right in here or in here, then you can't help them anyway. So in order for you to be that person for them, you need to look after yourself and put yourself first. Your mental health and well-being is the most important thing in the world. Because if you're not either of those things, you can't help your family and you won't be able to help your friends because you can't help yourself. So put yourself first. Choose to put yourself first. It doesn't matter what anyone else's needs are. If someone wants something from you and at the moment you can't give it to them, it doesn't matter what they want because that's their life. That's what they want. It's not what you want. Number one priority for me at the moment is getting better mentally and investing in myself through communication, through social media, through counseling, through structure, and through trying to improve myself and educate myself around mental health. I choose to put myself first nowadays. My mental health and well-being is so important because if I'm not around, my son hasn't got a dad, my mum hasn't got a son, and my brothers and sisters haven't got a brother. So I need to fix myself in here and in here, and so do you. So put yourself first and choose to put yourself first, and don't feel guilty about it. Do not feel guilty about doing things that is important to you. Also, I do want to say there's so many things going on in the world, and there's so much hate across social media. I see it all the time. All people want to do on social media is leave negative comments and try to put people down, try and minimize what they're doing. But what they don't realize is no act of kindness, doesn't matter how small it is ever wasted. So just do something nice. Do something kind. Because no act of kindness, it doesn't matter how small it is never ever wasted. It's always a good thing. It's always a good thing. And it makes us feel better. By doing something nice for someone once in a while will make you feel better. But don't forget that you can help other people and you can help people smile and you can help people by being kind. But don't neglect yourself. Be as kind to yourself as you're going to be to other people, because that's the important thing. You are the important thing. The world is a better place with you in it. The world would be a sadder place if you wasn't in it. You are enough. I know that. I believe in you. This channel believes in you. And this channel was made for you to show that even someone like myself, who was so stubborn, so ignorant towards mental health, so, what's the word? I was so stubborn that I refused to admit that there was something wrong. Don't be like me. Don't choose the road that I chose. Don't have the breakdown that I had. Because if you're leaning towards that, reach out and ask for help now. Don't go down the roads that I did. Use the information that's available to you to fuel your mind, to find something better, to find a release. I've been there. I never believed or ever thought about mental health until it happened to me. And now my life's become about learning about it, educating myself about it, and talking to people about it through YouTube, through TikTok, and through Twitter, X, or as it's called now, because it's important to understand that you as a person can never be duplicated. You as a human being can never be duplicated. There's only one of you, so you'll never be replaced. So you need to understand how important you are, and you need to understand how important your story is, because it really is true that every story matters because it's unique. No one else's story will be the same as yours. They can't live your life. They can't walk in your shoes. So your story does matter. Your opinions do matter. Your feelings do matter. And never underestimate the hole that your absence would leave. Never underestimate that. You would be missed by the world and the universe because there's only one of you. You can be repeated, you can be duplicated, and you can be found again. There is only one of you. And that's how important you are. That's how important your mind is. And that's how important your mental health is. To look after it, nurture it, educate it, and watch it grow. And help other people to grow as well through communication. Share your story, because your story one day, you should never be ashamed of it, because your story one day, if you're telling it, will inspire someone one day. It could not be today, it could not be tomorrow, it could be not next week or next year, but one day someone will stumble across your video talking about mental health, and it will help them talk about theirs. So your story will inspire someone one day. Never be ashamed of that. Never. And don't let anyone make you feel ashamed of it. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for putting your mental health first. Challenge discrimination, challenge stigma, and create awareness. Let's break down these barriers. Let's smash these stigmas. And let's say together that we stand against discrimination against mental health. And we will abolish all these stigmas one day. We will get to a place where we're in a community of empowerment, care, love, and support. And that's the end goal, right? That's what we all want from life. A bit of peace, a bit of happiness, a bit of feeling of belonging. This is what this community, what this channel can do for that. This is what I want to build. This is what I want this channel to become, a community where people can come, feel safe, and talk about mental health and talk about how they're feeling and not be judged for that. And that's important to me, making people understand that their story matters and what they're feeling is valid. And I'm talking like it's easy to do all those things. It's not. It's hard work, and I'm mentally exhausted, but I have to put the effort in because I want to get better. It will be hard work, don't get me wrong, but it'll be worth it also. You get out what you put in. Invest in yourself, get the help that you need, and watch yourself grow. And you'll be surprised of what you can accomplish. You'll be surprised of how far you can go, and you'll be surprised of how inspiring you can be and how inspiring your story can be. There's many influencers out there at the moment who, say, who champion, having mental resilience, and that's true. But mental resilience can also be understanding that you need support. Mental resilience can be also understanding that sometimes we all need a bit of help. So just instead of having a fixed mindset where you just have one singular belief, try and adopt the mindset of growth. So you're open to other ideas and you're open to other things, and your mind is open to other avenues to go down. Having that growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset is important. So make sure you always keep that, and make sure if you haven't got that, try and adopt that going forward, because that's important too. Another thing I wanted to speak to you guys about is this time of year. Christmas is one of the best times of the year, and it's about family, giving, sharing, community, and Christmas embodies so many of the happiest feelings that we all like and feel. But sometimes there are people out there who are all alone on Christmas and who are lonely. So if there is that someone that you haven't spoke to for a while, if there is that someone who you haven't heard from in a while, please check on them and ask them if they're okay. And if we can do any kind gestures along the way, let's try and help as many people as we can. If it doesn't make the world better, then don't do it. If you're thinking about doing something that doesn't make the world better, just don't do it. Let's choose to do things that makes the world a better place to live in, and let's do things that makes someone smile. But the most important thing is that you do things that make you smile, because you can be kind to everyone, but don't neglect yourself. Let go of the past if you can. I haven't yet. The past is still haunting me, but I'm working on letting it go. I don't live in my past anymore. I still experience my past through the dreams and through PTSD, but I don't live there anymore. It doesn't define me anymore. It challenges me. It doesn't define me. I live for today. The future's not here yet. The future's not written. I live in the moment. Live for today. And don't leave your head or your mind stuck in the past. Your memories will always be a part of you. They'll never go away. But it doesn't mean you have to. Those memories become lessons, and those memories help you learn and help you grow as a human being. They will always be a part of you. All of the memories, happy or sad, all of those memories form parts and moments in time of your life, and they'll always be there. But it doesn't have to define you. You choose your future, and you hold your destiny in your hands. And if there's things you need to revisit in the past in order to move on, get the help and support to do that, and challenge those pasts and learn how to process them in a different way. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can come on YouTube and share my story, you guys can do it. If someone like me, a middle-aged man now suffering with mental health, can create YouTube content, then anyone can do it. Because I was never the most, tech savvy guy, or, I was never the most, brainy guy. But if I can create content about mental health, then anyone can do it. And the more people that do it, the better for everyone else. The stronger the message, the louder the message, and the more people we reach, because that's ultimately the goal. Mental health awareness and breaking stigmas and challenging discrimination can only reach as many people as our voice allows it to. But if there's all of us shouting it, then it's got a much bigger reach. And it can reach all those people who think that they're on their own when they're not, because the Mental Health Diaries is here for them, because you're here for them, because I'm here for them. This channel is for them. This channel would not still be going today if it wasn't for you guys who have subscribed to my channel. 1,845 of you who are subscribed to my channel currently are changing my life one day at a time, and I can never repay you for supporting the channel, for subscribing, for viewing my videos. It means everything to me. It means the world to me that you've taken the time out of your day to listen to one of my videos or one of my shorts or respond to one of my posts in the community tab. That means everything to me. And one day at a time, that you're all subscribing one day at a time, that you're all viewing a video and choosing to view one of my videos. You're changing my life, and I can never thank you enough. I'll never be able to repay you for all the support that you've given this channel so far. This channel is only where it is today because of you. I would have given up if I didn't have any views, if I didn't have any subscribers. I would have thought I'm useless, I'm rubbish. You guys make me feel like I've accomplished something. So thank you from the bottom of my heart that you've chose to subscribe to my channel, and that you've at some point chose to take time out of your day to watch one of my videos. It means absolutely everything to me, and your support will never ever be forgotten. You subscribing to my channel will never be forgotten by me. The only success of this channel is your success. Everything this channel will ever accomplish is down to you guys. So thank you for supporting the Mental Health Diaries channel. Thank you for supporting my mental health journey. Thank you for being a part of my mental health journey so far. Remember these things: self-accountability, be accountable for yourself, work on yourself, don't live inside your own mind, be kind, spread positivity, and don't hold hate in your heart. Don't hold hate in your heart, because it will only consume you. Find a reason to smile every day. Doesn't matter what it is, just find that reason to put a smile on your face each and every day. Remember, this is important to remember, life is only 10% of what happens to you, but 90% of how you react to it. So you can choose how you react to certain situations, and use the knowledge that you've learned over the past experiences that you have to make the best and most informed choice for you. And if it doesn't make the world better, don't do it. Don't do it. Challenge mental health discrimination. Challenge mental health stigmas, and believe in yourself, and believe in your story, and be the person that you want to be, not the person the world wants you to be. Be who you want to be. Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself in here and in here, and then no one will be able to take it away from you. Invest in yourself. Reach out. Get the help that you need. Get the help that you deserve, and recognize that there is only one of you, and the world is a better place with you in it. You are you, and that's enough. That's all you ever needed to be, is you. God created you in his image, and no one can ever walk your journey. No one can ever live your story, because it's yours. So recognize your importance and invest in yourself. Invest in your mental health. Believe in your story, and be inspired by your own story, and recognize small little victories along your journey, and give yourself some credit. Pat yourself on the back, and then move on to the next day and see what you can do and see what you can achieve, because you'll be surprised of what you can achieve, and you'll be surprised of what you're able to accomplish. Thank you for watching. I will be back again next week, live again, to speak to anyone if they're feeling lonely over this Christmas period. Like I said, it can be a challenging time of year as well, so we all need to stick together. We all need to come together as a community and be there for each other. We need to be there for each other. My fellow mental health warriors, look after yourself, look after your family and friends, and I'll speak to you all soon on the Mental Health Diaries. Take care. Goodbye.